You want to see something? Really cool.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Jack and Erica. Today we're starting this week's vlog in the kitchen, right where we left it off last week, because I'm in the kitchen making our daughter some banana muffins. So I'm going to get started on those while Erica shows you what she got for Easter. I guess I should have clarified not what Erica got for Easter, but what our daughter got for Easter. So she has been loving magnets. As you can see, excuse the fridge, you can see her little fingerprints are all over it. But we got her these magnets. I think there's a set of 10 of them, but they're farm animals, and she absolutely loves them. Because Erica's got the other ones, but she'll come up here. You can go up there. She'll come up here and literally stand on the fridge, take them off, and then hide them. And then hide them on the side of the fridge. So let's see if she'll do it. You gonna do it? Go get them. She's sitting right here beside me, debating. She loves the camera, but sometimes she gets camera shy.
She also got a thing of bubbles from her Gram. And she got her first sand bucket.
Yeah. We can't wait to take her to the beach because she got a sand bucket.
She got her first sand bucket from her Gram.
But she's already been to the beach before, if you saw our other vlog.
We ran from the hurricane.
Yep. But there she goes.
Jack and I got baby girl this radio flyer. So it's a 4-in-1, so she'll be able to pedal at some point. It came with a tray, but we actually already removed it because her feet do hit the pedals. She doesn't go like round and round with them because when her feet are like planted on them, it doesn't move just the way that we have it set up right now. But it's basically a 4-in-1, so at some point it will be a tricycle for her. But right now we're in control with the handle. And we wanted this. It's been great for the neighborhood. The plate on it is our only complaint. Where is it at? Oh, right here. This has been our only complaint because we had this on there and it basically blocks those and she could rest her feet on it. But girlfriend is strong, and so she would still be able to somehow push, and then the whole thing would like go sideways, and she kept doing that yesterday. So halfway through we took this off and we realized that she could just plant her feet on these and she likes that better. I don't know what the difference is between planting them on this or those, but she's our little diva. But yeah, so it's been super nice because she just wasn't enjoying the stroller anymore. Like, she just wants to sit up so straight in the stroller and like get out. So now that she's in this, she has definitely enjoyed it since Easter. We've taken her out every day on it so far. Excited when she realizes she will be able to pedal. But yeah, so it's a 4-in-1, and at some point we will be able to turn it into like just the tricycle. But right now we have it to where we're in control. But it's been nice. It was on sale at Target. I think I got it for $60.
Does anybody else save recipes like we do? So I was going back through our recipes that we have, and the recipe for the banana muffins we've had since like Eric and I first started dating and stuff. So like I had it saved on our phone in my photos because I save like every single photo out there. And I just have to show you the funniest thing. Erica's so embarrassed. But next to this is the banana. I end up doing banana muffins. Baby girl wants the bananas.
She loves bananas.
Right. So this is the banana recipe that we use. I end up turning them into muffins. But next to these photos, because I save all the instructions, was when we lived in Arizona, my work allowed us to get...
for like all family and friends. Sorry. Anyway, what I was trying to say is he wasn't explaining it very well, but his work at the time paid for like a big carnival event on a Saturday, and it was for like all family members and like friends too. I think friends got to go too, but
yeah, you just had to like RSVP.
Yeah, you just had to RSVP who you're bringing. So anyway, it was so cool because they rented out like a park in Arizona. It happened to be like at a good time of year because I remember we were in shorts. We were in shorts and a sweatshirt. But they had like cotton candy, snow cones, like carnival games, like bounce houses for the kids, different like blow-up races for the kids. And they had a caricature drawer. And I had never done a caricature. Everything was free, mind you. So I was like, yay, like we have to wait. Like I've always wanted to do a character, like a caricature.
This is the
To my surprise, golly.
This is the result.
Turned into the funniest like memory thing we own. I have it upstairs. This is just like the photo version of it because I always send it to him when I come across it as like a whole giggle thing because my goodness, boy, do we look so good.
Those were the good old days.
Oh man, I had such high hopes, and then this is what we got, and I walked away like I'm never doing another caricature in my life.
It looks like us for the most part. All right, so I have my butter creamed with the sugar along with 2 eggs and some vanilla extract. And then I mashed the bananas over here. And then ultimately I just throw everything in this bowl and mix it all together. The recipe says that you need to like alternate, but I've noticed that if you just throw it all in there, it all turns out the same anyway. That's just the lazy way of doing it. I know it's not like the professional baking way of doing it, but I haven't noticed a difference if I separate the flour and then put it in there and then add in the milk. So that way, I just throw it all in there. Less dishes for us to do in the end.
Tastes good to me always.
But one thing that the recipe doesn't have in it is cinnamon, and I put a boatload of cinnamon in these things.
We won't do as much this time for baby girl, but
Just tell me I'm a terrible vlogger when it comes to how I make stuff because I forgot to record. But I wanted to show you, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but this is how much cinnamon we put in it because I don't really measure it. I just kind of eyeball it, and you can see the color difference between that and that, and that gives you an idea of how much cinnamon we put in these bad boys. And that's it all mixed together, and now it's going to go into a muffin tray and bake at 350 for I think about 45 minutes. The muffins are in their tin. You can call me the Muffin Man. And they're going to go into the oven, and I misspoke. It's 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. So, and as you see, we did some cinnamon sugar on the top of Erica and I's, but not on baby girl's because we didn't want her to have the additional sugar. We only wanted the additional sugar. So those are going to go in, and I'm going to set the timer for 20 minutes. And we will see you in 20 minutes. Excuse our spice cabinet. Close that.
I wish there was such a thing as scent through the TV because it smells so good in here. And I wish baby girl was big enough that I could talk to her about how good it smells in here.
I always forget how much we love these muffins because like we go through like spurts. Like we absolutely love these muffins, but then we burnt. Like this is something about Erica and I is like we will eat something until we're burnt out of it, and then not eat it
forever.
Yeah.
But I also think because it was always just the two of us, and as much as like we do sometimes try to share with like neighbors or friends, like you just don't always get around to it. So sometimes it's like us trying to kill that many muffins, and then by the time we're done with it, we're like, whoa, muffin.
When we first started dating, we used to make like homemade Chipotle for like basically 2 years straight, like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And
it was one of our weekly go-to meals, and then like we moved out of Arizona and we didn't eat it for like a long time. We've ate it here about once, I think.
And then we went on a kick for spaghetti and meatballs.
Yes, when we moved in our Georgia house, it was like Christmas time, and we didn't pack. A lot of our pans were with like the movers. I only packed like bare necessities, and I packed like something that we could basically make a pizza on. And then I packed like one other like saucepan, and then we went to Costco and we ended up doing meatballs instead, and we bought marinara and we had like meatball sandwiches.
Yeah, We eat a heck of a lot of those eggnog lattes because we moved during like the winter time.
Yeah, and I took these 2 big cups, and so we would make
We didn't
them.
even take those. I think we went and bought those, didn't we?
We either bought them but we would have our eggnog lattes, and the other one, we have one that is the same, but it's gray. But I know for a fact that it was that cup that we still have.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We
Funny.
We end up just doing the same thing over and over and over again until we get sick of it.
What's our thing right now? Somebody needs an allergy pill.
Yeah, my allergies are killing me today. I don't know.
I don't feel like we have one right now. I'm big on chicken right now and eggs because those were like 2 things I didn't eat when I was pregnant, and they have just tasted so good.
Problem is nothing really tastes good right now.
I enjoyed our lunch meat sandwiches last week.
Yeah. And that timer is the muffins.
And they are finished. And we are all drooling.
Well, that's going to do it for us for tonight. We made our banana muffins. We enjoyed our banana muffins. Now baby girl needs a bath, and she's so excited for bath time right now. So thanks for joining us tonight, and we will see you tomorrow.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It is Thursday, and I treated baby girl and I to Starbucks this morning. And you know when you go and it just doesn't like hit? That was today, unfortunately. I don't know like if the espresso was burnt. I think the first time, because I get the shaken espresso, and I usually get a venti to share with Jack. And I feel like the first time they forgot the vanilla altogether because it just had no flavor. So then I went back and they gave me vanilla, but then it tasted like coconut. So they finally remade it, but it's still not the best one. So I always hate that because it's expensive. So when I do get to treat myself or Jack and I to coffee, like we like when it's a good one, but today it just wasn't. But moving along. Anyway, we're at the park. I figured baby girl could swing and just get some energy out. So we're gonna play here for a little while, and then we'll probably hit the mall because Jack is looking for new running shoes. He has started running again. We're both on our health journey now, so we're gonna try to start working out more. I haven't yet, but we're gonna try to start eating better. I know my coffee doesn't count for eating better, but we're going to try to start eating better and working out and just start getting into our healthy portion of our lives, I guess, because we used to work out every day together, and then basically once COVID hit, we tried for a long time, and then we just like completely lost it all. And in Georgia, we did have Planet Fitness for a while, but the Planet Fitnesses in Georgia, at least where we lived, were extremely small, and we just didn't feel like we were getting our money's worth because it'd be packed. You'd be waiting for whether it was the Stairmaster or treadmill or like the weight machines, so we eventually gave that up. And then we just kind of got to Florida and we just looked at walking as our exercise because we would walk the parks and stuff, and we still do on the weekends when we can, but we'd like to start feeling better in general and like just getting our healthy bodies back that we don't feel like we have anymore. So yes, anyway, so I'm gonna look for some running shoes for him because we did order him some off of Amazon, but they were supposed to be here Tuesday, and then I got a message that they're delayed till the 26th, but that if they don't show up the 26th, we can ask for a refund. So I'm thinking that they're just not going to show up at all. So he asked me to check out Dick's while he's working and see if they have any on sale. So we'll probably hit that, and that's at the mall. Anyway, let's go to the park. All right, we're officially done with the mall. Dick's did not have the shoe Jack was looking for. And then I popped in like some of the other shoe stores and they didn't have it either. And I went to Fit to Run and they also didn't have it. So, because he was looking at like a Saucony shoe because he used to wear Sauconys when he ran. And he's tried like the Hoka and the Asics and the Nikes. And Brooks he's never liked. But it doesn't look like they're really selling any Sauconys in store anymore. So let's hope the ones from Amazon actually show up. He's just worried that they won't because we basically got that message. Because, yeah, I don't even know, like, maybe Saucony's just going all online now because I didn't see any presence in stores like we used to. But now I'm popping in Target. I'm going to get some gift cards for our moms for Mother's Day because I know that's coming up, and then I can get those in the mail because usually I'm really late on everything. And I'm trying to be better this time. And what else was I looking for? I always, like I said, peek in like the baby section, just see what they have on sale. I'd love to find her like a water table, or like a baby pool for our backyard, because she loves to like splash when she's in the tub and stuff. And so I think that would be fun for her to like have in the backyard. So I want to see if they have any of those on sale. And then I'm looking for like one more thing for, we're traveling in May, and I want to make sure we have some plane toys because it'll be her first flight. So I got this cool activity book that I can show you that I ordered off Amazon. That was like foldable, because I know some of the Montessori busy boards are like bulky and stuff, and I wanted like a busy board, but I didn't want it to be bulky, so I found like a book version, which is really neat. And then we have like this other toy that I can show you that we're gonna bring. And then I want to get like one more thing, like little like she loves, for her birthday, one of her grandparents got her like these Disney little like action figures, and she just loves them. She loves holding on to them. She loves chewing on them. So I'd love to find like a new pack of that, so she could have those on the plane. And then my thought was like I can wrap everything up in even like wrapping paper just to keep her busy. And then like she would have like all new toys that she'd be like, ooh, new toys. So that's my plan. But so I want to see like what the pricing is on like little action toys. Not that they have to be Disney related, but I've never looked because I've just never thought of getting her those. She also got like Little People for her birthday, and she seems to like one of the characters but not all of them. So we talked about getting her like a little set of Little People, but I think she likes like the other action figures better because they like are more chewable, I guess, if that makes sense, than the Little People. But she does like one of the Little People, and she'll carry him around. He's like a little tourist. But the other ones she just kind of like looks at it and tosses aside. So I'd love to find like little action ones. And the Disney ones she has are rubber, so it's not like a worry that she chews on it or anything. So I'm going to look for those as well. And yeah, so I'll bring you along with me, but we're headed into Target now, and I'm going to push her in the cart. We're home. We decided to eat dinner out tonight, but I forgot to record, but we got kava. If you haven't had it, I know we've put it in our videos before, but it's kind of like a Mediterranean Chipotle is how I would describe it. A little bit more expensive, but we really like their grilled chicken, and their hummus is good. We actually had a really good bowl today because sometimes they can be hit or miss, just like Chipotle. But yeah, so baby girl and I went to Target. I got a couple things that I wasn't planning on getting, because we want like a grout scrubber for our master shower. And we've been looking for a while because I want one that like fits in the corners, and I want it to be really strong because like that's where I feel like we get most of like our shower scum is like in the corners. So I'll show you the one I got. It happened to be on sale, which is the only reason why I bought it. It was still $2.47, and it's a little small for the price, but I haven't showed it to Jack yet, so I'm going to show it to him and get his thoughts. But I thought it was a good enough deal because it was originally like a $5 brush. But I tested it like in the store, like I found a corner, and it looks like it'll work. And then I got a couple things at Macy's because Macy's has a backstage, and we have always loved backstage Macy's. We always feel like their pricing is really good, and I found some clearance, and we had a gift card that we've just been sitting on. I still didn't use the whole gift card, but I got $10 worth of stuff that we need right now, so I'll show it to you in a second. So the first thing I got is these bunny, I don't know if you can tell, oven mitts, and they were reduced down to, it's not focusing, but they were reduced down to $1.98, originally $6 it says. But we have some Minnie Mouse ones right now, and they're not like completely dead yet. I could show you them too. They're not like completely dead yet. Oh, they're Mickey Mouse. Oh, hello. But they're getting like dirty and stuff, and so I like to have backup, and I couldn't believe that they were only $1.98, so $1 a piece basically for each glove, so I got those. Our ice maker also quit working. It's making ice, but it won't physically dump it into the tray. We've tried a lot of the like YouTube fixes, or like just the internet fixes that we found, and it has not worked. So we're too cheap to like try to pay somebody we have a Whirlpool to come out. So we're gonna keep trying any like YouTube fixes we can find to see like why it won't dump the ice. It's making the ice, it just won't like flip it over. But in the meantime, so we can make like our coffees, like our iced coffees at home and smoothies and stuff, I found these, and they were originally $12, reduced down to $3.98. Hopefully it's picking it up this time. But yeah, it's 32 ice cube tray set, so you got 3 of them in there. And so I figured, well, that'll do the trick, you know, for now, get by. And then the last thing I got was these dish drying mats. This is basically what we have right now. But I usually go with gray because it kind of blends in nicely with our kitchen here. But these ones were only $3.98 again. And so I was just like, oh, why not? So one's yellow and one is like a sage green. But it'll brighten up the kitchen. And I usually do one mat for baby girl's stuff and then one mat for like our stuff that can't go in the dishwasher. So it'd be nice to have 2 new ones because the ones that we have are very old and stained now from like, I don't know, like coffee dripping on it. And I've washed them a gazillion times and they're just a little ratty. It was time for a new one, so I was glad. I had told Jack a while back, like, I'm looking out for drying mats, so if you ever see them on sale. And I did find a pack over the weekend at Marshall's, but they were still $6. So I was like, eh. But now I got them for $4. I went to Walmart and got this PB2 original powdered peanut butter. We usually buy PB2 Fit, but Walmart doesn't sell it, Target doesn't sell it. We don't have a Costco card anymore, and that's where we used to buy it from, and it would last us for a really long time, but we had just ran out, and Publix wasn't running this or that one on BOGO. Sometimes if they run it on BOGO, we'll get it there now that we don't have Costco. But we use this for our peanut butter lattes, so I picked this up at Walmart. And the PB2 was $8.97. And then this is the shower brush I got. Like I said, it's really little, but it definitely fit in like the corner aspect that I'm trying to go for. They call it a detail grout brush, and it's actually, it has a beechwood handle. It's like this on the bottom. I'm not sure what this would even help us with on the bottom, but it's really strong, and that's what I wanted to like do a good job scrubbing. And then I'll check my receipt, but I think it was like $2 and some change on sale from $4. But it's going to be nice because, like, if you look, I know there's not grout over here, but like you can get the corner. So I'm like so happy about that. Just have to show Jack. I also got roped into the dollar section at Target this time because they had bubbles half off. So this little wand was 50 cents. She just got one. I think I showed you in the video already. We have this one. She just got this one from one of her grandmas, and it's obviously full, but she got this bubble maker for her birthday, and we're officially out of bubbles for this one because it came with like this size bottle. One of our friends got her this for her birthday, but it came with this size bottle, and I've officially dumped it all out in here, and she loves it, so I figure I can dump that one in here, and it was 50 cents, so I was like, eh. But she does love the bubbles coming out, so I was kind of like I just kind of did it on a spur of the moment. Anyway, so that was baby girl and I's day out and about doing some more shopping, even though we probably didn't need to shop, but I actually logged into some deals on stuff that we needed and wanted, so I'm happy about that. But I am going to go shower now because I just feel like it's been a long day, and then we're gonna just like snuggle down, hang out, watch a little TV, and get baby girl to bed. And we'll pick this up with you tomorrow and see what else we get into. Tomorrow is officially Friday. Is it really the weekend if we're not at Universal in our favorite little spot? Of course not.
We had a slow morning.
Yes. We woke up, we had our coffee, we got our groceries done. Woo! Got our groceries done, and then we made some lunch, fed baby girl, just hung around the house a little bit, like tidied up, and then we made our way here. Get our steps in.
It was also 91 degrees, so we waited till later to get here. And it's open till 9 and 10 o'clock, so we wanted to see what it was like at nighttime.
Yep, we haven't been at nighttime in like so long, and we figured if it's brutal, we just leave.
Erica's hoping it's brutal because she wants to go shopping.
Well, he offered the outlet mall, which can be hit or miss on a Saturday, but if it's dead, it's sometimes also nice to walk.
So come along and see what we decide to get ourselves into.
Well, that lasted long.
All about an hour and a half.
We didn't end up vlogging the studio side because it is just packed. So nighttime is probably not for us, but we wanted to give it a shot.
Yeah.
So now we're headed over to the outlet mall and we'll bring you along. This outlet mall has a few stores that I like because they have a Victoria's Secret, and then they have a Dooney and Burke, and then they also have like a Disney store, which recently we've actually lucked into a couple good things at that one.
Whole bunch of stuff. But this one's always busy.
That's the first time that we had ever, this year was literally the first time after living here for 2 years that we ever bought anything at one of the Disney outlets, because we've never found anything that we like remotely wanted or liked. And then like this one has had like some killer stuff. We're at the International Drive. We're pulling in now. But yeah, so join us, and I don't recommend. At least the parks today were just packed, absolutely packed, and it's just brutal trying to push a stroller when it's like that. No fun at all. Never need a reason.
Never need a why.
It's coffee time.
Especially when it's 50% off coffee time.
Yes. When you wake up and Dutch Bros gives you a 50% coupon, you go to Dutch Bros.
Oh, show.
So we got the iced brownie mocha latte. It's one of our favorite right now, and they're probably going to get rid of it soon to do like more summery drinks. But so it's going to be a nice little treat.
If you've been with the channel a while, you remember when Erica was killing all those, what were those? Lava cake ones from Dunkin'.
Oh yeah, Dunkin'. Oh
So
my gosh,
this is
Dunkin's lava cake flavor, that's the only time I even ever go to Dunkin'. I don't like their coffee. I don't like, there's usually nothing I like. Maybe the pumpkin spice latte can be good here and there, but oh my gosh, people in Florida do not know how to do U-turns.
Look, he's going to put it up. Oh,
My gosh. I don't know if I got that, but Jack and I chuckle because they are never able to do U-turns here in Florida. It's nuts.
In Arizona, when we lived there, if you didn't whip it, they would just blast you with the horn.
Yeah, it's like, and then here everybody is so slow. They don't know how to whip it. They usually hit the curb even if it's 3 lanes.
Yeah.
It's just like, my gosh. Whew. And then like that Dutch Bros parking lot was a joke. We're backing out. The lady like 2 cars away from us, I guess, decided not to look, and we were already halfway out and having to honk our horn because she almost backed into us. And it's like, my gosh.
Welcome to Sunday in Florida.
Yeah, usually we hate going out on Sundays, but the coffee was calling today. Now we talked because we were gonna go to Disney Springs today. And then we were like, well, there's really like nothing there that we need. We do like to maximize our park passes when we can. And since we didn't walk the studio side yesterday, we're going to go back to Universal today, give them a second chance.
Round 2.
And do the Universal Studio side. Go in some of the shops. Because I always like looking at the new merch, even if it's not new per se. I just like to see everything. And yeah, we'll do the studio side today, and then we'll probably head home. And we need to cut the grass. But at least we'll get a little bit of a walk in and try to give them a second chance today and hope that it's a little less busy. When I looked on the app, it looked a lot less busy. Like wait times were pretty low. So we're hoping that it's like that and we can just enjoy a nice little walk outside before it gets way too hot. But when you gotta go pee and you can't quite make it to Universal, you stop at the Publix to go pee.
Dutch Bros doesn't have bathrooms.
Yep, Dutch Bros, no bathrooms. And you always have to pop in the liquor store just to have a peek. I still walked away with something because I forgot the other day when we were shopping that their like stain remover is on sale. So I got that. It's only makes it like $1.50 I think afterwards. And I use it a lot on baby girl's clothing because sometimes the Dawn just doesn't get her stains out, the food stains out. But
You mean the Costco Dawn?
yeah, the Costco Dawn doesn't work like a normal Dawn getting stains out. It's like brutal. I'm sitting there forever scrubbing. So it'll be nice to have this. I had some at home, but I was going through it very quickly. Back to our coffees.
Made it in the DreamWorks land, and Erica's finally getting the chance to ride the roller coaster. So I'll hopefully be able to grab a video of her as she goes by. So she's in line right now while I stand with baby girl. So in a matter of moments, she should be coming by. I also wanted to mention that the posted wait time was 20 minutes, so I have a timer set to see how long the wait actually is compared to what the posted wait time is. For reference, they run a train about every 3 minutes, so we'll see how long it takes for Erica to get on. But yeah, like I mentioned, the wait time is posted 20 minutes. We'll see how long it takes for her to get on. All right, there she is. She's waving. There she is. Look, it's mommy. Look, it's mommy up there. There she goes. She's been wanting to ride this so bad. Look at her. Yeah. There she is. And it only took her 15 minutes to get on the ride today. All right, she's coming over here. Let's get her thoughts.
I did it!
What'd you think?
It was fun. It's really short, but it's really cute.
Was it worth the 15-minute wait?
It was worth the breeze.
Baby girl wants to ride it now, but she's not big enough.
We've made it into Harry Potter, and we decided that it's the perfect day for a frozen butterbeer. So we're going to go into the Fountain of Fair Fortune and get ourselves a frozen butterbeer. Add on to our sugar. What Jack was trying to say.
Because we really wanted ice cream, but that line's always so long.
Yeah. If it's out the door, we don't wait because it's also really slow for whatever reason to get ice cream. Even though it sounds really good, so we're gonna just do a butterbeer instead. Oh boy, here we go. They even have fire whiskey. Oh, I didn't realize where the queue was. I'm running into the queue. Feels really good in here too today. It's hot. Ah, look at that butte. This is our favorite spot because the line is always really short in here and it's air conditioning. Like there's literally no one in here. We walked right up. So always check this spot out. So good. You want to see something? Really cool. Slime butt. We're back home and we are trying a new recipe for dinner because it sounded so good. We loved beef stroganoff at the Marietta Diner in Georgia. It was like our favorite thing ever. We've never made it before ourselves, but we're giving it a whirl tonight. Well, Jack's giving it a whirl. And we're hoping it tastes as good as it already smells. He just found a recipe online, and now we're making it right now. So the beef part, according to how the recipe goes, is like cooked to what it's supposed to be cooked to, and then it says cook up the onions and mushrooms, and then you add the garlic, and then you kind of put it all back together. We have the water boiling for the egg noodles, and it smells delicious already. We'll let you know how it is, and I'll link the recipe in the comments in case you want to try it at home. Ooh, look at that butter. Everything tastes better with butter. And dinner is served. It smells so good. There she is. Yes, I still have all the birthday stuff up. The balloons, like some of them have deflated because you can see like open gaps and stuff, but for the most part they've held up, and I'm just the type that I don't want to take it down until it like really falls down and So we still have it up because that obviously, like the ones upon a first birthday isn't gonna fall per se, but the balloons are still here. So we'll see as they keep deflating. Once it looks like really empty, I probably will take it down, but right now it still looks pretty filled. Anyway, dinner was so good. We think it will probably even be better tomorrow because it seems like it's one of those ones where as the flavors like meld together more, it's going to come together even more. So I'll link the recipe that we used down below. I wouldn't say it's as good as the one that we like from Marietta Diner, but that's also like restaurant quality, and this is just like some person's recipe that we found. Not that that couldn't be restaurant quality, but I wouldn't say it was as good of that, but for the first time we've ever made beef stroganoff, it was very good and we would make it again. So I'll definitely link the recipe below. We went out, Jack cut the grass, I took a walk with our neighbor, a baby girl, and now we are gonna head up, get our showers. We just bathed Princess, and so we're gonna just start getting ready for bed. It's been a fun little weekend. It always flies by way too fast. I tell Jack all the time. Sometimes we were talking about it today, how like just living in Florida, you always feel like you're on vacation almost because everybody around you is on vacation. So then like when the week comes and he goes back to work, it's kind of like, oh, like our week is over. And this used to be, not that we vacationed here a lot, but we were doing the Orlando Informer at least like once a year because we fell in love with that event at Universal. It's an evening event. Check it out if you've never heard of it. It is so fun. It's an evening event. It's pretty expensive, but it's so worth the cost because the park is empty. You could ride every ride if you wanted to, and it's at Islands and Studios. Both sides are open, and then it's all you can eat food and drinks. Not alcoholic, but all you can drink butterbeer, hot butterbeer, frozen butterbeer, everything like pop, Powerade. The snack stands are open. Not every single restaurant is open, but they give you like the list of restaurants ahead of time. But definitely look into that event. But anyway, once I had found that event, we were kind of vacationing here once a year to go to it because we just thought it was so much fun. And so now, like, I don't know, living here, we sometimes are just like, oh, our 2 days of weekend are over. So that's how we're feeling this weekend. Universal was a lot of fun today. It definitely wasn't as crowded as Islands was yesterday, so we are happy that we gave it a second chance today and utilized our passes. Sometimes, I don't know, when you have like a bad day like that, you like don't want to go back because you're like, man, the park was just way too crowded, like people were rude and everything. But today was like nice and refreshing because it wasn't overly crowded. Like nobody really was in the way or just doing goofy things that people do anymore. So it was very nice, and our butterbeer was delicious. Ugh, I love butterbeer. It's like the best thing ever. But yes, so thank you for joining us on this fun little weekend, and we will see you around like a donut.